Hello everybody, Joe Bad Notes here, and welcome back for another episode of MUV Alternative. Last time, yeah, Operation 21st happened. They won. Didn't go quite how they planned, we fucking lost to Susanna O. That sucks. Sumika's unconscious. That sucks. Fucking Captain Izumi and Kashiwagi, they're fucking dead. Double sucks. But, yeah, all in all, we can still fucking chalk that one up as a win. Let's just hope not all of them go like that. But all in all, as a proof of concept for the 00 unit and the Susanna O, or the XG70, I guess, because it's still a prototype. Shit, it worked. It worked for a bit. So, that should be enough to get some fucking money funneled in there to work out the kinks. Sumika. Today, the Empire announced the destruction of the Sadokishima Hive, and now the entire country is celebrating. Apparently, there's going to be a huge ceremony to honor all the soldiers who were killed in the operation. Meanwhile, in stark contrast, we're only allowed to hold a private ceremony. We've got nothing but these trees for graves, and no bodies to bury beneath them. Yeah, because, yeah, that was a gnarly purple fucking gravity explosion thing. Wicked. Can't wait to see that animated. That's the most we're permitted to mourn our dead, given our positions as members of Alternative Force Special Task Force. Tomorrow's ceremony is probably meant to give the general populace the impression that Operation 21st was a huge success. 50% casualty rates for Whiskey Company, or Whiskey Unit. Not great, but, compared to fucking operations past, acceptable. That's to say, they say it's in memory of the fallen soldiers, but they won't be given a proper burial either. Sadokishima's been completely wiped off the map, and with it, the corpses of Captain Izumi, Kashiwagi, and all the other soldiers who were killed in action. Captain?
泉だ。困難な任務ばかりであったが、今日までよくさえ私についてきてくれた。貴様たちは最高の英士であり、私の誇りだ。任務半ばで先立つことは甚だ遺憾であるが、貴様たちであれば安心して後を任せられる。私なき後も人類の勝利とオルタネイティブ4完遂に向け、これまで以上に精霊してくれることと確信する。
Question is, who's gonna get a promotion to fill those shoes? Oh, there we go. Ask a question and it gets answered.
はい、お任せください。部下をしごくのもほどほどにな。
はい、お世話になりました。あの世は退屈でしょうが、しばらく我慢していてください。
余計な心配はするな。向こうには柏木たちもいる。貴様たちの顔は当分見たくない。大義、貴様たちは急がなくていい。私たちだけで十分だ。神宮寺軍曹の言葉忘れるなよ。はい。
The salutes. Garbage. Fucking derivative trash.
部隊を頼む。戦場でも後方でも貴様の存在が部隊に与える安心感はとても大きい。はい。
Looks like they were going for like the fucking high five, and then like when they pulled away, they go whoosh, fucking rub their hand past their hair, like ooh, gotcha.
早瀬をうまく扱えるのはお前だけだ。しっかりやれ。
泉大尉、お世話になりました。
That was fine.
宗方、副隊長として早瀬をサポートしろ。貴様の冷静さは早瀬にとってとても頼もしいはずだ。
Oh god. Sorry, you'll have to excuse me. I got fucked at work. Like, went in, be like, hey, go get your tools and go out to the jet. Like, all right, yeah, sure, you got it. Didn't get off until like an hour past shift end, and then I got stuck in traffic, leaving base for half an hour for some fucking reason.
了解しました。十分に気をつけてから買います。そうか。大尉の部下であれたこと。
Yikes!
いすみバルキリーズの
Oh my god!
誇りに思います。
I don't even know what the fuck you're trying to do there.
風間、速さと宗像の間をうまく。
Now I noticed a comment right before I started recording on this last episode saying that they that I guess other people complain too because they apparently fixed all their shitty salutes in media after alternative for Muff Love.
はい。貴様との約束、とうとう果たせなかったな。許してくれ。大尉、そんな。手配だけはしてある。他の誰かと行くといいだろう。 申し訳ありません。新任どもくれぐれもよろしく頼んだぞ。はい、大尉。お世話になりました。
Acceptable.
鈴宮、貴様の能力は決して誰に劣るものでもない。大尉。だが思い込みにとらわれ、自分で自分を追い込む癖が。 貴様の成長の足かせになっているんだ。
Sometimes you just gotta return to monkey.
貴様が全てを背負い込む必要はない。そして誰も貴様がそうすることを求めてはいない。姉さんを早く安心させてやれ。ついでに速さもな。はい。大尉。 ありがとうございました。榊。はい。貴様はもう少し肩の力を抜くことを覚えろ。そうすれば本来持っている能力が実を結ぶはずだ。それは英士としてだけではなく、貴様の人生のいかなることにおいても。
Yeah, I can understand that. I used to be so fucking tightly wound, like at work. Like, this is years ago, like when I first fucking joined, because, you know, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. You're like, oh shit, I'm in the military now. I was so fucking, you know, like, I'll use the analogy of a spring, you know, fucking tightly wound, like so tight it starts fucking crumpling in on itself. That's bad. Don't let that happen, you know, fucking loosen up a bit. Works wonders.
貴様を見ていると昔の自分を思い出す。私と同じ鉄を踏まないようにな。要領よくやれ。大尉、短い間でしたがお世話になりました。 はい。貴様の明るさは舞台の財産だ。どんな時もそれを失わないでほしい。ありがとうございます。ただ普段の貴様はマイペースすぎる。時には人の話をじっくり聞くことも重要だぞ。はい。同じポジションの風間からいろいろなことを学べ。いいな。 ありがとうございました。綾峰、貴様は一見冷静に見えるが、とても激しく熱い心を秘めているな。貴様はそれを見せることが弱さが好きだと思っているのだろう。そうだ。人がお互いに理解を深めるには。 本音や内面をさらけ出すことも大切な場合がある。人に頼るのも頼られるのもそう悪いことではないぞ。 感情をコントロールできることは素晴らしいスキルだ。だがそれをもっとうまく使え。
大尉
Yeah, no one's gonna want to hang out with you outside of work if you're just fucking stonewalling them all the time. I was kind of hoping they would have kept Thomas' portrait really small because it would have been more funny that way.
他人を思いやり、何よりも和を重んじる貴様は人間として立派だと思う。だが貴様は他人を気にするあまり、いざ自分が注目される状況になると萎縮してしまっているように見える。
はい。
貴様は少しわがままを言うくらいでちょうどいい。あるがままの自分を相手に認めてもらえば楽になるはずだ。
大尉、ありがとうございました。
You gotta fail for that salute, Tama.
三剣、貴様に言いたいことはさっき散々伝えた。はい、常に己が戒めとします。よし、では思い出話に付き合ってくれ。はい、私にはとてもよくできた姉がいてな。明るくおおらかな姉にコンプレックスを抱いていた私は彼女とは心に距離を置き、冷めた態度を接していた。今思い返すと、あの頃の私は姉のようになろうと必死にもがいていたことがわかる。私は私でいいんだということに気づいて、やっと心から姉に向き合えるようになったんだ。つまらない話を聞かせてしまったな。達者であれ。大尉、お世話になりました。
Is that everyone? I think that was everyone. Nice.
後ろがね、
はい。
せっかく貴様に教えてもらった温泉作戦、決行できず無念だ。
大尉、
Very unfortunate.
その代わり、貴様は必ずあの命令を遂行しろ。
必ず今までの償いをします。
よし、あとは頼んだぞ。
はい。
Rest easy, Captain. I'm not gonna break down and cry anymore. I'm gonna stop relying on others to help me back on my feet. I mean, that's okay to let them help you up a little, but you know, don't be 100% reliant on them. Don't you worry, Kashiwagi. We're gonna wipe out every last beta from the face of the earth, and your brothers won't ever have to set foot on the battlefield.
20分前の衛星画像よ。佐渡島だった場所のね。
How big's the pit? Oh, it's all gone. Like, all of it. Like, no crater, because the ocean just fucking filled it in. Well, there's probably the crater under the water, but it's just completely gone. I guess it's the power of the G-bombs for you.
見ての通り爆心から半径40キロの空間は綺麗さっぱり吹き飛んだわ。
Phase 4 Hive has a max depth of 1.2 kilometers and a max horizontal radius of 8 out of 10. I can read numbers. Which means the entire stab was caught in the explosion.
作戦は一応成功。だけど、能登半島から男鹿半島までの日本海沿岸部の被害は予想以上だったわ。
At least like probably no one was living there.
事前の避難で人的損害はなかったけど、平野部の基地はほとんどが水浸しで使い物にならない状態。復旧のめどすら立っていないわ。
That's fine. Just call the fucking Dutch in. They're all in exile anyway. They can help you build some polders and fucking windmills. Fucking get that shit dried up no time,
帝
Splat.
国軍は現在
Flat.
二次防衛線を20キロ後退させて仮の防衛ラインを構築中よ。
Even so, getting rid of the Sadokishima Hive will give Japan some much-needed relief. Now that we've no longer got enemy base on our doorstep.
休む間もなく申し訳ないけど、2週間後に朝鮮半島の高20号目標を攻略する作戦が発動する。
2 weeks? And without the Susanoo O? I mean, hell, Sumika hasn't even fully recovered yet.
次の作戦ではハイブに突入してもらうから、そのつもりで。
We're infiltrating the hive? Does that mean Sumika managed to get some good info from a reading? Like, where they store the G elements or something?
オーバーホールのついでと言っちゃなんだけど、ハイブ突入に備え、機体には S11 を搭載するから。
S11's bombs powerful enough to take out a hive's reactor, and the corner surface pilot's preferred means of suicide. So, we're finally gonna be equipped with them, huh?
実機訓練は今日から4日間お預け。シミュレーターでみっちり訓練しときなさい。
了解。
Roger.
私からは以上。では、司令。
諸軍、困難な任務であったが、よくぞ達成してくれた。
Cool, how many medals we
私
getting?
はだがその一方で、いすみ対柏木少尉を失ったことは、
Okay, they're definitely getting some
誠に
medals.
残念でならない。いすみ対柏木少尉両名が成した人類への貢献を鑑みれば、本来2階級特進の上、軍曹をもって迎えられるべきものだ。だが、我々オルタネイティブ計画に名を連ねる者には、
Yep,
その
gotta
い
keep
ず
it
れ
all
も
under
許され
wraps.
ない。公式には訓練中の事故死という記録が残されるのみだ。だが人類がベータに勝利した暁には必ずや歴史が諸君の挺身に光を当てるものと信ずる。人類はわずかずつではあるが確実に勝利に近づいている。だが依然その道のりは長く険しい。これからも数々の難局が我々の行く手に待ち受けていることだろう。だが神宮寺軍曹に鍛え上げられ、いすみ大尉の下で磨かれた諸君であれば、その難局も克服できるはずだ。
So we gonna get any some fucking newbies to bolster the
諸
ranks?
君のより一層の奮戦に期待する。
That'd be nice. Sir.
早瀬注意。
See, look, the commander can do a proper salute. What the fuck's wrong with all you?
本日ただいまをもって A01 部隊の指揮官に任命する。
はっ。
貴様であればいすみ大尉も安心して任せられるだろう。
ありがとうございます。
欠員の補充は次の作戦までには
Thank you.
間に合わせるべく手配中だ。よろしく頼むぞ。
了解しました。
以上だ。
敬礼。
後のことは任せるわね。
は。
The 207th Training Corps has been effectively disbanded. Where the hell are they gonna get new recruits for A01? Actually, maybe they'll start sending us ordinary soldiers from now on. Not like they need any more 00 unit candidates.
さて、正式に私が部隊長になったわけだけど、就任の挨拶代わりにあんたたちに言っておくことがあるわ。大尉がいようがいまいが、いすみバルキリーズはいすみバルキリーズよ。
First Lieutenant, you mean?
中隊名を
Yeah, we already got the
変える
patches
つもり
made.
なんて
We're not changing the name.
文句ある？ありません。
No, ma'am.
よし。いすみ中隊待機正将。視力を尽くして任
Carry out your duty at all costs.
次。
Fight to your very last breath. I remember it. Make your death count.
大尉と柏木が命を懸けて貫いたバルキリーズ魂を忘れるな。はい。
Ma'am.
じゃあ解散。今日ぐらいゆっくり休みなさい。いいわね。了解。
Understood.
敬礼はいらないわよ。
Yeah, this fucking calls for just sitting in the shower with a beer and just unwinding. She's right. We're the captain's subordinates. That's one thing that's never gonna change, even now that she's gone. and her teachings will live on within all of us. Even if history will never know her name, we won't ever forget it. That's why Lieutenant Hayase didn't want to change the name. She wants to keep her memory alive. Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Is that line still there? That's what it seems like to me anyway. Well, I've finally been given permission to visit Sumika. I hope that means her condition's stable now. This will be the first time I've gotten to see her since we got back on base. Yeah, I know it's only been 1 day, but after 2 deaths in the squadron, it feels like it's been an eternity. Kazumi!
おかえりなさい。
Thanks. Good to be home. For some reason, just seeing your face makes me feel so much better. I wonder why. See? Told you I'd make it out alive.
はい。
And I managed to bring Sumika back home safe too. Though, I couldn't have done it without everyone else's help.
はい。
I know she doesn't look so good, but Sensei said we don't need to worry. Being in the midst of a real battle was totally surreal. Just the scale of it all, you know? There were so many beta. No matter how many we killed, they just kept coming. But we all did our damnedest out there. Humanity didn't back down for a second. I fucking mixed humanity and didn't together into one word. Though, I guess it's hard to call it a decisive victory. We took out the Sadogashima hive, but the rest of the island went with it. But isn't that amazing? It's the first time humanity's taken out a Phase 4 hive. Oh yeah, and I was totally fine too. I didn't get cold feet or have a panic attack or anything. Not bad, huh? They threw me into the middle of that huge battle, but for the first time, I actually kept my head and got the job done. Kazumi? Why is she being so quiet? Did something happen while I was gone? What's wrong?
たくさん。
Huh?
たくさん辛いことありましたね。
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Can't really keep secrets from Kazumi, can I? Not sure why I even tried.
悲しいことたくさん我慢しましたね。
Yeah, that's for sure.
ごめんなさい。
For what?
私何もしてあげられません。
It's not like you killed him. Kazumi.
私はただ待っているだけ。誰の役にも立っていません。
What do you mean? Did someone say that to you?
スミカさんがやっていることは本当は私がやらなければいけないこと。
No, no, don't compare yourself to Sumika. Huh? Wait, is she talking about Alternative 3? It's okay. That's not your responsibility anymore.
スミカさんも光月博士もみんな辛い思いをしているのに私だけが。
That's fine. You can just be the happy-go-lucky mascot character we all come back to. It's fine, Kazumi. You don't need to worry about that. You shouldn't have to go out there. We can handle it just fine without you. Maybe there's a better way of phrasing that, bud. To me and Sumika, just knowing that you'll be here to welcome us home is a huge source of motivation. Exactly. You have no idea how reassuring it is for me and Yuko-sensei to have someone else around who knows exactly what we're going through. So please, don't be so hard on yourself. Come on. You can tell I'm being sincere, can't you?
はい。
If you keep talking like that, you'll make Sumika sad too, you know?
ごめんなさい。
No need to apologize. I just wanted to set the record straight. Must be hard, having to see all the sadness in everybody else's minds. I'm really sorry. I'll try to be stronger. Did you visit Sumika already?
いいえ、まだです。
Cool. Let's go see her together then.
はい。
She'd probably like that. Oh, thank goodness. She looks a lot better than she did when we first returned to base. Can you see anything, Kazumi?
いいえ、何も。
I see. Does that mean she doesn't dream? I wonder. Yeah, dreams are weird. Like, not that, oh, weird things happen in dreams, but the biological process and reason for dreams to occur is weird. What is it?
目覚めます。
Sumika? Yeah, it's me. Kazumi's here too.
スミカさん、おかえりなさい。
Yeah, I did a good job out there.
かすみちゃん。
Fucking blew that monument into smithereen.
帰ってきてくれて
Smithereens? Holy fuck, I cannot
あり
speak
がと
today.
うございます。
How are you feeling?
ちょっとだるい。
Gotcha. You should get some more rest then. Man, I can't believe how much I treasure these simple conversations now. After everything I've been through, I guess I've finally learned not to take the little things for granted.
たけるちゃん、
Oh, what's up?
たけるちゃんの声が聞こえたよ。
Huh?
海が見えて島に近づいたらたけるちゃんの声が聞こえたよ。
Oh, she's talking about when the Susanna O was making its approach.
私、たけるちゃんがどこにいるか。
You did, huh?
でもたけるちゃんのところに行こうとしたらあいつらが邪魔しようとしたの。だから私、邪魔するなってやっつけたよ。
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah, that was incredible. You really saved our butts out there.
でもたけるちゃん、
What?
私のこと好きじゃなくなっちゃったんだよ。
Huh? What are you talking about? I could never stop loving you. What's going on with her? Is she about to have another episode?
じゃあどうしてあんなことするの？
Why would I do what? I don't even know what you're talking about.
私どうしていいかわからないよ。
Huh?
たけるちゃんがいなくなっちゃうの。もうやだよ。
What, you talking about when, we had flashbacks to fucking May in the simulator? What are you saying? I'm not going anywhere. You know, that might honestly have been it. Oops. Sumika, look at me. You can read my mind, can't you? I do love you, and I'll be with you forever. Don't you see?
本当だ。
Of course I do.
よかった。
I think you just tuck it out after all that fighting. For now, just try to get some rest, okay? So, I guess that was all our fault. Oops.
たけるちゃん、手つないで。
Sure thing.
あったかい。
Yeah?
深い眠りに入りました。
So it would seem. I see. I did think she was acting strangely calm for someone who'd just been through a massive battle. I guess she still has a way to go before she's fully stable. And yet, she's gonna have to do it all over again in 2 weeks' time. Man, I really thought she was past these little episodes.
いいえ、スミカさんは混乱していません。
Huh? Wait, did you see something?
スミカさんは白金さんが他の女の人を好きになったと思っていました。
What? She did?
そのことをとても怖がっています。
I know there's nothing more frightening than the NTR tag. But why would she think that?
わかりません。
Right. All Kazumi can do is read and interpret the images. She can't trace back Sumika's entire train of thought.
ごめんなさい。
No, it's okay. You didn't do anything wrong. See, this is what I mean. She doesn't read thoughts as words, so when she saw those feelings of discontent in my head just now, she jumped to conclusions and apologized. Can you explain what made it different from all the other times?
イメージが読めるのは精神や思考が混乱していない証拠です。
So there was no haze of static this time, you mean?
はい。
But if her mind's more stable now, then where the heck would she get the notion I was with another girl? I guess I better ask Yuko-sensei about this. From you, bud. I'm gonna go talk to Yuko-sensei. Can you keep an eye on Sumika for me?
はい。
Thanks. If anything happens, you know where to find me.
はい。
Awesome. Thanks again. I'm coming in.
どうだった？顔を見て少しは安心した？
A smidge. Yeah, I do. Though I did notice one thing that I want to ask you about.
何か反応があったの？
It's probably going to take a while to explain. You can tell me whatever you need to first.
わかった。じゃあ今後のことをざっと話しておくわ。
Okay.
さっきも言ったけど、2週間後に朝鮮半島の高20号目標を攻撃することになった。
We got another Susanoo, or is that the only one? That's a little soon, don't you think? I mean, Sumika hasn't even fully recovered yet.
高21号作戦は半分成功、半分失敗だから仕方がないわ。
How partial are we talking here? Like, did we even manage to get that reading?
それはもうバッチリ。予想以上の大正解よ。
Hey, let's go. What do you mean?
やっぱりベータは背部間で情報のやり取りをしていたわ。
Wait, so then...
地球上に存在する全背部のスタブのマッピングデータが
Let's
戦力
fucking
の配置情報が手
go.
に入ったのよ。
What?
もちろん、ベータ地球攻略の司令部であるオリジナル背部のデータをね。
Whoa! Intel battle is won. That's unbelievable.
今、情報部がデータを解析中よ。1週間もあれば、もっと詳しい情報が手に入るわ。
Yeah, fucking pointy heads over in Intel are fucking creaming their pants right now. Whoa, it's gonna take a whole week to analyze all of it? That's gotta be a metric shit ton of information. How did Sumika extract it so fast? Buddy, 15 billion semiconductors, son.
ということ
Quantum
で、
computing.
背部間の情報伝達速度を考えれば、高20号標的の攻略は2週間以内がベストってわけ。
So, we're gonna try to get another blow in before they catch on that humanity's going on the offensive.
今度は敵の配置からスタブのマップ、戦力配備数もすべて分かった上での話。
We're gonna be fucking
今までの
speedrunning
背部
this
攻
shit.
略戦とは質が違うわ。
Got it. That makes sense. But the Susanoo's.
大丈夫よ。今整備用の部品をかき集めて大急ぎで組み立ててるわ。
Huh?
機体を維持するには交換パーツのストックが大量に必要でしょ。
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, I guess that does make sense. Still sucks though we had to blow the original up though. Of course, if they relay intel from one hive to the next, we really had no other choice. Letting them get their hands on that technology could have been the final nail in humanity's coffin.
今度は大東亜連合との共同作戦になるわ。帝国軍は疲弊しすぎたからね。
Yeah, that's fair. Will the UN still only be contributing a single fleet and landing force this time around?
あるいはもっと少ないか。
Huh?
国連本部の連中、急に腰が重くなってね。まあ、わからない話じゃないけど。
Yeah, we won, but it was still rough out there, and we have to fucking think about taking out all the other hives too. Why? Did something happen?
作戦の結果を見たオルタネイティブ5推進派がにわかに活気づいてるらしいのよ。
Huh?
高21号
They're
作
like,
戦
oh yeah, we just need to make the G bombs bigger.
G 弾を使ったのと同じ結果になっただのって大はしゃぎ。
Yeah, had a feeling that was it. As much as I hate to admit it, I did catch myself thinking we could have minimized our casualties if we just used G bombs instead. But the reading was the real objective, wasn't it? You can't say it was a complete bust.
そんなもの連中に教えるわけないでしょ。
Huh? What do you mean? Does she want it to look like it was a failure? Well, we can't let them know that we fucking got that juicy intel.
オルタネイティブ5推進派の残党をあぶり出すために決まってるじゃない。今騒いでる連中がまさにそれ。次でとどめを刺すわ。
How so?
今回入手したデータを使って、
Yeah.
スマートにハイブを制圧してみせるのよ。
Now that Alternative 4 has produced the intel on all the hives, if we fucking get in there and get all fucking surgical, just ba 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 and out in like fucking 10 minutes, they're gonna fucking lose their minds.
そしてそのタイミングで全世界のハイブに関するデータを持っていることを公表するのよ。
I see.
高21号作戦が完璧な形で終わっていれば、データの存在は今日発表するはずだったんだけどね。
So, she's waiting to give up the hive intel and show off the 00 unit's effectiveness until we've achieved a decisive victory that no one can argue with. That way, it'll really cut those naysayers down to size.
佐渡島の消滅を見て、やはり G 弾は絶対に使うべきではないっていう連中も確実に増えている。
Yeah, that's fair.
そこに畳みかけることで、戦力温存主義の国連軍に本腰を入れさせるのよ。その次の作戦のためにね。
Wait, as in the next one after Operation 20th? There's already another plan in the works? Of course.
安保理の承認は高21号作戦の前に取り付けてあるわ。世界各国で準備はもう始まっている。
Yeah, I said before, who's on the fucking Security Council because all of Europe is pretty much dead except for the fucking British Isles. So there goes France. Fucking China is not on there because China's fucking gone. I guess the Soviets could still technically be there since they've relocated to Alaska and are essentially a government in exile. But hard to say. Japan would probably fucking fill in the slot of China on the Security Council in this situation. But the way she's saying it, it sounds like they're not. What? All around the world? Are we gonna attempt to take back the Asian mainland or what? I always figured that was a total pipe dream. A last-ditch effort we'd only resort to if we switched to Alternative 5. Is it even possible to launch an attack on that scale without dropping G-bombs? Oh, just fucking phased right through the desk, Yuko-sensei. You want to invade the original hive? Fucking going straight for the throat. Holy shit. Manny's victory might finally be at hand. I thought we were still years and years away from this.
喜ぶのは早いわ。作戦の準備が始まっているとはいえ、中止することなんていつでもできるのよ。
Yeah, I know.
オリジナルハイブ攻略を実行に移すためにも、次の作戦はスポンサーサービスの面でも成功させなきゃならないの。
Right? Yeah.
それまでに00ユニットの調律を次の段階へ進める必要があるわ。
Okay, I'm clear on that. But Sensei, what's going on with Sumika right now? She seemed to be in a lot of pain when I talked to her.
心配なのはわかるけど、彼女のメンテナンスはこっちが専門よ。
Handle it how? As far as I can tell, there's no way she'll be ready for another mission in 2 weeks. And you said so yourself that we can't afford to mess this one up. So, excuse me for being a little concerned.
はいはい、わかったから、そんな顔しない。
Ah, damn it. I was already feeling emotional after what happened to Captain Izumi and Kashiwagi, so when she said that victory might be within our grasp, I lost my cool completely.
彼女の状態だけど、
Understandable.
安心していいわ。逆にバイタルは作戦前より安定しているくらいだし。
Huh? Wait, how is that possible? Why would her vitals be more stable? Kazumi was saying she'd improve too, but I don't get why.
それはこっちが聞きたいぐらいよ。まあ、あんたの努力の賜物じゃないの？
So you don't even know? Some expert you are.
それはごもっとも。でも、わからないんだからしょうがないわ。
So, we still don't know why the Susanoo O crashed. Then?
分かってる範囲でよければ話すけど、結論はまだよ。
I'd appreciate that.
わかりやすく話すの結構面倒なのよね。00ユニットの頭蓋内はあらゆる観測から量子電動脳を隔離するために ODL という液体に満たされているの。
Okay.
こ
Can't
れに
fucking
は
DDoS
冷
her.
却剤としての役割もあって、彼女の疑似体温は ODL が全身を循環していることで発生するのよ。
Oh, interesting.
ODL は量子電動脳の稼働率や時間経過に比例して劣化していくから、72時間以内に交換もしくは浄化しなければならないの。
I gotcha. So that's why she always made sure I brought Sumika back every 2 days. She needs to be refueled every 3 days, but I guess Sensei didn't want to take any risks. Can't say I blame her.
00ユニットの体内にも簡単な浄化システムはあるけど、あくまで緊急時の時間稼ぎレベルでしかない。
So she pretty much needs to go under dialysis. Cool. But for like her fucking brain.
完全な浄化には専用の設備が必要なのよ。
Yeah.
ODL を血液に例えれば人工透析機のようなものがね。
So what happens after 72 hours?
よくて機能停止。悪くすれば再起動しても人格と記憶の再現はできなくなるわ。
Well, that sounds rather catastrophic. Huh?
つまり00ユニットである意義を失い、人の形をしたコンピューター以下のものになるってことよ。
I can't get upset about this. This is just the way it is. Now that she's the 00 unit.
以上が基礎知識で、
Yep, deep breaths,
今回
bud.
のトラブルなんだけど、直接的な原因は ODL の異常劣化よ。
Abnormal how?
出撃前に浄化したっていうのにすごいことになっていたわ。
But she's supposed to be good for 72 hours, right? So then, why didn't she last half a day?
あんたが基地に連れ帰ってからついさっきまで浄化処置をしていたのよ。
So that's why they wouldn't let me see her. I guess the process must take a pretty long time. Yeah, it's also probably not too pretty looking, so... But we still don't even know why it degraded so fast, I take it.
そうね。最初に10レーザー級数体のレーザーを防御したことなんかも影響しているかもしれないし。
Huh?
前にも言ったわね。XG70 そのものが00ユニットの体のようになるって。
Yeah, you did.
エンジンの出力が上がってグレイ11の消費が高まれば、当然00ユニットには制御負荷がかかるでしょ。それに続いて過電粒子法とムアコックレフテ機関を制御してリーディングしてという具合に過剰な負荷が原因なのかも。
Cool. Can you overclock her? Yeah, I can't even imagine how hard it must have been to get all that info while having to maintain control of all the other systems.
わかりやすく例えると、ものすごく複雑な動きとルールのスポーツでいきなり試合に出されて頭も体もヘトヘトって感じかしら。
She couldn't think of any particularly complex sports to make that metaphor a little simpler, huh? Well, I guess those are a luxury this world can't really afford. So, the more complex processing Sumika has to do, the faster the ODL degrades, and the less time she has before her body shuts down.
そうね。
Then we almost lost her yesterday, didn't we?
可能性としてはゼロじゃないけど、そんな一か八かみたいな真似するわけないでしょ。 XG70 本体にも簡易型の浄化装置は搭載されているのよ。
Oh, yeah. That seems like a reasonable precaution to take. Not like the Susanoo's cockpit is strapped for space or anything.
昨日の場合、何がしかの要因によって ODL の劣化が急激に早まって浄化装置の処理能力が追いつかなくなった。その結果、フェイルセーフが作動して00ユニットが自閉モードに切り替わった。そういうことよ。
An internal failsafe? You mean that safe mode thing?
そうよ。自閉モードの低稼働状態なら体内の浄化装置だけでも最大200時間は稼げるわ。
Cool. Huh? So Sumika went unconscious for her own safety, basically?
そうよ。言ってなかった？
No. All you said was that it wouldn't be life-threatening.
ああ、 そっちの心配をしていたの？
Boy, my ability to read today is fucking down the tube. What is wrong with this woman? If she just explained that from the get-go, I wouldn't have freaked out back then.
言葉が足りなくてごめんなさいね。
No, there's no point in blaming her for this. She's like this in every world. It's my fault for not being able to keep up with her. So basically, the reason Sumiko was struggling isn't directly related to the reason she fainted. When in a safe mode, I mean.
そういうこと。
Okay, so that's why Sensei only took a brief glance at the data when I got back to the Mogami. In that case, I guess it's not that weird that she's more stable now than she was before. I mean, she's been improving more and more as time goes on.
記録を調べる限り、機体も00ユニット自体にも何のトラブルも発生していないのよね。機体制御や戦闘システム制御とリーディングの両立が過負荷なのかしらね。理論値ではその程度のマルチタスクでどうこうなるはずないんだけど。
Maybe some alternative 5 supporters tried to sabotage us?
一応その線も洗ったけど、何も出てこなかったわ。
So we really have no idea what might have caused this?
まあ、彼女の人格や精神が完全ではないことが大きな原因の一つではあるはずだけど。
Seems like now would be a good time to ask that question I had. Actually, there was something I was hoping I could ask you.
ああ、さっき言いかけてたことね。
She said that once she got to the island, she could tell exactly where I was.
まあ、そのくらいは当然ね。まさか、それで終わり？
Yes, this is the setup. There is. Right after she mentioned firing the particle cannon, she started saying some really weird stuff. Apparently, she, thought I'd stopped loving her, or that I was gonna leave her or something. I figured she must have been having another one of those episodes, but Kazumi said it was different from before.
ヤシロは何だって？
She said Sumiko was convinced that I'd fallen in love with another girl, and that terrified her. And the fact that she could still read something from her was proof that she wasn't having another episode.
なるほど。それだけ？
Yeah.
今は落ち着いたの？
For the most part. Yes. I think she must have read my emotions, which I assume cleared up the misunderstanding. Do you have any idea what might have happened?
彼女は戦域に突入してからずっとあんたを観測していた。そうよね。
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
白金が他の女とか。
More like we did that. I think it could have been something in my unit? Like, maybe I was worrying about someone else's safety?
あんた中隊に好きな子でもいるの？
No. Though I do care a lot about them as comrades in arms. You think she could have mistaken that feeling for something else?
可能性はあるけど、リーディング能力は正常だからね。白金がいなくなるぐらいまでの勘違いはさすがに。
Well, let's see here. Was there anything else I was thinking about that might have given her that impression? Yeah. Fucking raw dogging, fucking Maya.
あんたはその時何を考えていたのか覚えてないの？
I'm pretty sure I was still trying to pick my job off the floor after witnessing just how powerful the particle cannon was. That's one image that's gonna stick with me for the rest of my life. Not much I'm sure of.
それだけ？もっと詳しく思い出
Better
して。
not fucking flash that CG again. God, oh my god, yesterday was a fucking nightmare. I figured, oh yeah, I'm just blurring like a couple frames and then cutting out a minute of dead air when I went to go to the bathroom. But oh, fucking Jesus Christ. 8 hours, 8+ hours of fucking watching the YouTube fucking studio editor process or whatever trying to do its thing. And I said, fuck it. I did it in Premiere in 15 minutes and uploaded it. Boom, done in an hour. Like, what the fuck, YouTube? Don't show it, don't show it. Yep. took one shot? It took out the entire monument in a single blast? And not only that, it eradicated almost all the beta on the surface, too.
XG70 はオルタネイティブ計画内部でウェポンシステム 110A って呼ばれていてね。あくまで00ユニットの機能拡張構想の一つに過ぎないわ。
Yes, we're having a flashback in a flashback. That's kind of weird, but okay.
私たちが XG70 を接収した目的は00ユニットの安全を最大限に確保するため。
We're fucking nesting flashbacks. Inception.
攻撃力はおまけみたいなものよ。
She calls that a bonus? She must be joking, right? So this is what the Susanna O, or the double unit, really is capable of. Sumika?
タケルちゃんも一緒ですか？タケルちゃんだけでいいよ先生。あ、やだやだ、みんな一緒でいいからやる。タケルちゃん、後でね。
Sumika? I sure hope you're okay. You're not getting another headache in there, are you? Ah, that's right. I was thinking back on what you said about the XG70's weapon capabilities and hoping Sumika would be alright.
彼女本人のことはともかく、私？
Yes.
あんた、まさか。
Not in a million years.
私、年下は興味ないって。
Yeah, but I guess you're up for a one-night stand. Fine by me. Like I already said, I was just thinking about how you'd called the Susanna O's attacks an added bonus or whatever.
冗談よ。リーディング機能が正常なんだから、その辺の感情を読み違いするはずないって言ったでしょ。
So, I guess we're out of leads then.
まだよ。XG70 は2度砲撃してるわ。様子がおかしくなったのは第2撃の後よ。
Oh, right.
第2撃直後、何か考えた？
Let me think. The second shot came shortly after we'd resupplied and changed formation. Yep. It's unbelievable. No matter how long I stare at it, I can't seem to stop gawking. I knew what to expect from Sensei's explanation in the briefing. Seeing it in action is a completely different beast. The place where the monument used to stand has been completely razed, reduced to a crater that's spitting out thick black smoke, just like it looks just like a volcano. Don't get me wrong, seeing Mount Tengen erupt from up close was pretty amazing too, but this is far more fearsome than that. And then we're gonna, hey, speaking of Mount Tengen, this isn't the awesome power of Mother Nature we're witnessing here. This is a highly controlled man-made force of destruction. The thought alone is enough to send a chill down my spine. Speaking of Mount Tengen, Flash, yeah, there it is. Right before 53 minutes. Cool. What the hell was that back there? Was that just a normal erotic fantasy, or was it something that really happened? Yes, it really happened in another timeline. Don't worry about it. Based on what Yuko-sensei told me in the other world, I apparently lose a huge chunk of my memories every time I loop back to square one. Her theory was that by transferring between worlds, I was able to retrieve some of those scattered memories. If that's truly the case, then that may well have been an actual memory of mine. Which would imply that, just as I've been rewriting history in this timeline, there may have been other timelines in which I experienced completely different events. Timelines I simply don't remember. Ah, forget it. This is no time to be thinking about quantum nonsense. I'll worry about it once the operation's over. Man, I gotta say, even as an outsider in this world, I was pretty damn relieved to see that the cannon's just as powerful as adverts. Yep, and then she freaked.
何か分かったのね。
Yeah, I think I do actually. Sumiko must have picked up on that image that flashed into my brain. The other girl she was talking about was Maya. See, it's like pottery. It rhymes with the first Muv-Love. Sensei, I think I know what happened.
説明してちょうだい。
So, you remember how I told you my memories from the previous timelines are few and far between, right?
今更何？あんたが時間をループするたびに虚数空間にばらまいてるのよ。それで？
Ah, jeez. I have no idea how to even broach this. Like, if I don't frame it carefully, she's just gonna think I'm having weird sexual fantasies in the middle of battle. So, like, for whatever reason, I sometimes get these random flashes into my head I don't know if they're latent memories or daydreams or what causes them, but yeah.
それで
Well, for one, they feel completely different from the memories that came flooding back to me when I saw Sumika back in my world during our transfer experiments. So, like, I don't know if this was actually a memory or just a daydream or what.
それは分かったから
Okay, well, it was an image of me and Maya, Lieutenant Mitsurugi, and, okay, that was them just hugging, that's fine, that's PG. Just to be clear, I have no recollection of this ever happening, but, well...
何よはっきりしないわね言いにくいこと
It was pretty raunchy, I can't just, like, go right into it. Yep, there it is. Like 55-49, cool. Kinda, yeah, but basically, Lieutenant Mitsurugi and I were... given who Mei is in this world, I kind of feel like I should be arrested for thought crimes right about now.
ああそういうこと綺麗に言えば大人の関係になったのね
Yeah. Yes.
大人の関係になってそれなりの行為をしている場面なんかを思い浮かべたってこと
Basically, yeah. It just popped in my head out of nowhere, and it was unbelievably vivid.
あんたも余裕あるわねあんな時にそんなこと考えてたの
Why do you think I was so hesitant to admit it? Anyway, seeing that big cloud of smoke reminded me of when Mount Tengen erupted in the previous timeline.
ああ吹雪を2機も失ったって言ってたあれね
Yeah, that's it. Once we cut down that rock, I remember getting trapped with Mei in the cockpit, but I don't remember anything after that.
なるほど思い出話はその辺でいいわ
That was perfectly PG. She just wanted a kiss because she thought you guys were gonna die, and she was feeling like sad about being a kissless virgin. But everyone on the radio heard your receivers were dead, but your transmitters were working perfectly. I wouldn't say I'm being wistful here, but okay.
前のこの世界でミツルギとあんたがどういう関係だったかはさておきその手のことを思い浮かべてたわけね
Right. Was that really a memory from the previous timeline, though? Or was it just having dirty daydreams like any other teenager?
とにかくそれが ODL の異常劣化の原因である可能性が高いわ
But, like, do you really think it would have affected her that badly?
あんた本気で人を好きになったことないんじゃない
Huh?
かわいそうにままごとみたいな恋愛しか経験ないのね
Essentially, yes. Both talking to him and me, but, you know, that's besides the point. That's not your business.
あのね愛情は人間の持つ感情の中で最もネガティブな行動に結びつきやすいのよ捨てられて自殺したり相手を刺し殺したり恋愛が殺人に発展するケースは珍しくないでしょ
I mean, sure, I'll give you that, but that's only the most extreme cases.
そこまでじゃなくても恋人と別れた後落ち込んで何にも手につかなくなるケースなんてザラでしょ
Yeah?
おそらく彼女が抱いているベータへの憎悪と嫉妬が拮抗した結果オーバーフローを起こしたのね
So then, you think my thoughts are what caused the Susanna O to...
まあそういう考え方もあるわね
So it's my fault that Kashiwagi and Captain Izumi are dead.
そこまで
Yep, stop, don't get on that train. Huh?
何また逃げ出す前のうじうじくんに逆戻り
No, but...
結果を出せば救われる世界があるなら細かい感情にその都度向き合うのはやめるって言ってなかった
Yeah, there was zero way of preventing that. It is not your fault whatsoever.
あんたにしかできないことを全て終わらせてから盛大に泣きわめくとかかっこいいこと言ってたわよね
Yeah, and I won't, but still.
素晴らしいことじゃないあんたは短期間でとんでもない成果を上げたのよ
Huh?
つまり00ユニットは恋愛感情で嫉妬するまでの人間らしさを獲得したのよあんたはたった10日足らずで00ユニットをそこまで調律したんじゃないその結果あんたが望む人類の勝利はもう絵空事じゃなくなったのよなるほど そういうことだったのね。だからあそこまで精密なリーディングができたんだわ。
Sensei seems pretty elated right now, but according to Kazumi, she's suffering on the inside too. Or was that a misread?
何よ、しけた顔して。あんたの手柄なのよ。もっと嬉しそうにしなさいよ。
Hey man, you just gotta force that sadness deep down where it'll never be found again, and just don't think about it ever again. Don't look at it. Don't look at the pile of sadness bottles in the corner. Don't see, you're thinking about it now. Don't think about it. It's not there.
彼女が人間らしくなることはあんたにとっても喜ばしいことでしょうに。
But if I hadn't let that one stupid thought into my mind, then Operation 21st would have been a total success, and Kashiwagi and the captain wouldn't have had to die. Hell no, I'm not gonna celebrate. They just died yesterday. I'm not the kind of person who can just switch my emotions on and off like that.
じゃあ聞くけど、あんたがそれを思い浮かべなかったら、イスミたちは本当に死ななかったの。
Yeah, anything else could have happened. How am I supposed to know? Exactly.
じゃあ自分が原因かもしれないから嫌なんだ。相変わらずね。
Maybe everybody would have died. Who the fuck knows? No fucking help playing this what if game, bud. I have changed. I'm not running away from my guilt anymore. I'm the one who killed Marimo-chan and hurt Sumika in the other world, and I'm responsible for the deaths of Sergeant Jinguji and countless other surface pilots in this one. And whether she was just a brain or not, I was still directly involved in the murder of this world Sumika. I'm not going to pretend I didn't have a hand in all that. But I'm not like you, Sensei. I can't just move past a tragedy that only happened yesterday. You're the one who told me I shouldn't throw away my emotions. Can't I have even one day to mourn the loss of my comrades? I'm acting perfectly normal in front of everyone else.
あんたがそれを思い浮かべず、イスミたちが死ななかったとしたら、死んでたのはあんただったかもしれないわね。
I mean, sure, anything's possible.
あんたを起点に無限に分岐するはずの確率時空が閉じてしまっているのよ。あんたはこの世界で死んだらまた時間遡って10月からやり直しなのよ。
I know.
次のやり直しが今回より絶対にうまくいく保証はないのよ。
I'm not hoping for another reset, believe me. I have to settle this now, before this world's causality completely overwrites the other timeline and kills everyone. But I suppose she does have a point, come to think of it. Even if I handled all these events perfectly by utilizing my memories from this time, I'd probably accelerate certain things in unpredictable ways, with consequences I can't even imagine. And there's no way to know whether I could adopt to those outcomes. I might wind up getting even more people killed in the process. And it's not like I retained any memories of people dying from the last loop. Hell, I don't even remember my own death, so I obviously can't expect myself to prevent these sort of events. But it's not just that either. If I'd somehow known all those people were gonna die during the XM3 trials, would I still have been able to tell Sensei about the beta surfacing in Niigata? Would I have been able to stand back and let people die for the good of Alternative 4? That's right. As long as I'm supporting Alternative 4, there's one crime I can never avoid. No matter how many times I loop back around, I'll have to let Sumika die, so she can become the 00 unit.
前に話したわね。00ユニットの組対候補者に最も求められる適性のこと。
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I remember.
その程度の任務で死ぬような因果を持った人間に人類の未来は任せられないのよ。運とか言われてるものを因果律量子論的に言えば、各個人に先天的に備わっているより良い確率分岐する未来を引き寄せる能力に他ならない。それは平行世界から漏れ出す情報を大脳の未使用領域で受け取り、無意識のうちに的確な行動を選択して正解である世界を選び取る能力なのよ。
Yeah, you did.
今私たちが生きている時間は00ユニットの組対候補者だったイスミが選び得た最良の未来なのよ。偶然命を落としたわけじゃなく、 いすみが自らの死を選択することでこの世界を今の状態にしたのよ。日本を救ったとかどうとか、いすみの死はね、あんたが考えてるようなちっぽけなものじゃないの。
Yeah, she didn't fucking slip in the shower and hit her head on the fucking edge of the tub. So this is the best possible future, huh? Well, alright then. Even if I retried this 1,000 times, I'd still end up watching people die. So, might as well make this the last loop.
表に出さなくたってヤシロも彼女もあんたの気持ちが見えてしまうのは分かってるんでしょ。
I do. I just hurt Kazumi's feelings a little while ago because of that.
前にも言ったわね。これはガキにはできない仕事だって。
I know.
ここのところのあんたは確実に精神的な成長を見せているわ。だけど気を許さないで。人様なら許されるちょっとした甘いやささやかな自分への褒美なんて贅沢。私にもあんたにも許されないのよ。
Sorry, you're right. I was being stupid. I'm gonna finish things this time around, no matter what. Not that that wasn't the plan all along, of course. I'm gonna break out of this endless space-time loop now, before it ever happens again.
そうしてちょうだい。
And on that note, once this war is over, I'm gonna have a favor to ask of you.
何かしら？
I want your assistance.
どういう意味？
If I ever want to find what made me a causality conductor to begin with, I'm gonna need your help. Once I find and eliminate that, I'll be able to save all the worlds that I've effectively doomed. I don't care if I ever get to go back to my own world. As long as I can fix it, that's good enough for me.
ずいぶん信用してもらってるみたいだけど、いいの？
Hey, you haven't let us down so far.
私は最後まであんたに
underhanded here
本
and
当
there,
のことを
but
言わないかもしれないのよ。
That doesn't matter to me. I've made up my mind. Please, help me get rid of whatever it is that made me a causality conductor.
分かったわ。
Sensei.
あんたが死んだらやり直しなんて世界、どっちみちどうにかしなきゃならないものね。
Thank you so much.
いいのよ。こっちはこっちで勝手に動くから。
Yeah, this was already on her fucking docket. Well, I still appreciate it.
成果を出してからきちんと要求を言う。本当に一発の男っぽくなってきたじゃない。
Well, I wouldn't go that far. You saw the way I started whining just now.
じゃあまたしてもお互い
Yeah,
の
but
理
you
念
bounce
が
back.
一致したところで現状の対処に戻りましょう。
Okay.
まず異常劣化の原因は彼女の嫉妬と見てほぼ間違いないはずよ。
If Sensei's that positive about it, then I guess that must mean all her other functions were working exactly as they were supposed to.
彼女がこれ以上白金のイメージを拾っておかしくならないようにすることが先決ね。
Gonna give me a tinfoil hat? Sounds good.
彼女があんたをリーディングできないようにしましょう。
Right. With the ribbon, you mean? Like before?
ここまで安定していれば逆にその方がいいでしょう。他人の心が見えてしまうことは決して幸福なことではないしね。
You gonna give me a dumb headband? Yeah, you're probably right. Whether that image was real or not, the fact of the matter is that it freaked Sumika out. This is the only way to ensure that the same thing doesn't happen during our next mission. Of course, not being able to show her how I really feel anymore is going to present its own set of difficulties, I'm sure.
ついでに白金の周囲にいる人物も片っ端からリーディング制限に加えるわ。
Huh? Why would we need to do that?
あんたがそうしたようにミツルギたちだって妄想するかもしれないでしょ。
I don't know.
わかんないわよ。恋愛感情はともかくあの子たちだって女だからね。
Yeah, I guess she's right. And I can't exactly deny the possibility, given what popped in my own head yesterday. Yeah, but why did you... When she brought that up, why did you think of you, like, sexually assaulting Maya? Like, that was a little weird, bud. That was fairly inappropriate of you. Sumika could read that sort of thing from anybody. As long as there's the slightest chance Maya could imagine something similar, we have to take the necessary precautions.
冗談はさておき、あんたを通じてあっちの世界からの記憶が流入している可能性も無視できないわ。
Oh, good point.
本人がその記憶を自覚してなくても彼女が拾ってしまう場合があるからね。
Yeah, definitely. That's far more likely, I'd say. She could easily misunderstand things if she saw Maya living under my roof, or me and class rep getting all serious in our one-on-one talks.
どうせリーディング制限するならこの機会に彼女を舞台に配属しましょう。欠員も出たしちょうどいいわ。
Huh? You want Sumika in our squadron?
調律の次の段階としては最適じゃない。あんたの周囲に女がいる環境に彼女を慣れさせるのよ。
Okay, okay. Well, maybe so, but are you sure that's a good idea?
何が？
I mean, if she reacts that badly to a sudden flashback, don't you think this might make things worse?
だから何が？
Well, she's already seen that image of me and Maya, right? So, if she were to meet Maya in person...
あんたが誤解だって分からせたんでしょ？
Yeah, I did, but can't we just prevent her from reading their minds and leave it at that?
あんたってほんと女心が分かってないわね。
Nope. Huh? What do you mean?
常に観測することで白金を身近に感じていたのに、それが急にできなくなるのよ。心が全て見えていたからこそ安心できた部分があるんじゃないかしら。彼女の精神に与える影響を考えれば物理的な距離を縮めることでバランスを取らざるを得ないじゃない。
Bow chicka wow wow. Yeah, it's kind of hard to argue with that.
それにもう一つ重大な予防効果が期待できる。
Huh? What else could there be?
仮にどんな物好きが舞台にいたとしても白金と彼女の仲睦まじい姿を見せつけておけばさすがに自重するでしょ。
Awful taste? Sheesh, no need to be rude.
何よ、そうなったとしてもあんたが困る理由は特にないわよね。
Of course not. I already told you, I don't feel that way about any of them.
まあ舞台配属は今日明日ぐらいの様子を見てからだけど、その前に白金が彼女とやっちゃえばいいのよ。
What the hell are you trying to say?
何って、彼女を一時的にでも安心させるための合理的な解決策の提示よ。
Yeah, I mean, I've realized that, but still.
嫌なの？作り物に感情移入できるあんたなら十分やれそうだと思ったんだけど。
That's not even the issue here. I mean, it's not like you would have equipped her with such pointless functionalities to begin with, right? Of course she did.
無駄な機能？あんたね、人の話ちゃんと聞いてた？
Yeah, I have, but
00ユニットに移植された人格の人間性を維持するためにどんな努力がなされているかって話。
yeah, that's supposed to be like a one-to-one human body, not some fucking Barbie doll.
00ユニットがあの姿形をしていることにはちゃんとした意味があるの。
あんなに柔らかく体温まで再現する意味はないじゃないですか。
人間にとって自分の容姿は最も根源的なアイデンティティなのよ。存在するべき器官がなくなると脳の生理バランスが崩れ精神崩壊を起こし、最終的には人間だった部分は死んでしまうのよ。00ユニットに外見だけじゃなく人間と寸分たがわない疑似器官や生体機能を与えられているのはそういう理由。
Man, the nerds over at R&D must have been overjoyed to get assigned the make the lifelike fucking pussy project. He's like, bro, I've already got this project like 80% complete in my spare time, so let's just fucking like boom boom slap a couple extra things on. It's already ready to go, boss. Crazy, what a coincidence.
性欲は三大本能の一つで、それに関連する機能や器官は人間性を維持する上で最も重要なものなんだけど。
Alright, I guess I forgot. That's the same reason they made it so that she can eat food and even taste the flavors.
さすがに子供を作ることはできないけどね。
Yeah.
バイタルデータをモニターされているのが恥ずかしいの？気にしなければ大丈夫よ。残るのは数値だけだし。
It's the fact that you're able to interpret those numbers. No, it's not that. It's just, is it really that critical for me to do this?
これは男の仕事だって言ったでしょ。そういうこともひっくるめて言ったつもりだけど。
Ugh.
まあ無理にやれって言ってるわけじゃないから、彼女にとって必要だと判断したらそうしなさい。
Okay, I understand.
じゃあ早速取り掛かるわ。リーディング制限の準備が整い次第、彼女を部隊配属するから。
Okay.
彼女の面倒や周囲のフォローよろしくね。
Will do. I'm honestly shocked that Sumiko would get that messed up over some weird fantasy, their memory or whatever it was. Really? In her mental mind state? That seems pretty reasonable to me, bud. I get what love can do to a person, but I still feel like it was a pretty extreme reaction. Sumiko's probably still not able to think logically about people's relationships with each other. That might be why it affected her so badly. Yeah, it's just like Yuko-sensei and Kazumi said. Kazumi? Yeah, I read her name right. Said, her personality might be stabilizing, but there are still parts of it that aren't fully developed. We can't know for certain until she's fully recovered, but is it really safe to let her meet the rest of the unit when she's like this? Yeah, it should be fine if we can restrict her reading abilities, I guess, but I'm still a little nervous. I can't just sit around worrying about it, though. We can't afford to screw up this next mission, and after that, we're going straight for the original hive. If we can destroy the enemy HQ, then victory will finally be within humanity's grasp. This is the future the captain gave her life to realize. I'm sure as hell not going to let it go to waste. Oof!
Takeru! 偉いよ。よく無事で帰ってきたね。
Mrs. Kyozuka, good to see you.
あんた偉いよ。無事で帰ってくるのが一番偉いんだよ。
Maybe on our heart, but no scratch on me, huh? Pretty sure she said the same sort of thing when I came back from the other world. It's like she's always here to welcome me back whenever I return from any journey, no matter how perilous. It really makes me feel at home.
夕ご飯まだだろ。サービスするからいっぱい食べていきな。
Oh, sweet, thanks. By the way, were the others here already?
当たり前だよ。とっくに食べ終わって、マリモちゃんのところに報告に行くってよ。
She must be talking about that hunk of metal we placed at the edge of the training grounds to serve as Sergeant Jinkuji's grave. Gotcha. I think I'm gonna head over there later myself.
でもその前に腹ごしらえしときな。みちるちゃんや春子ちゃんの分も食べてやるんだよ。
Mrs. Kyosuka.
あの子たちは本当によく食べたからね。いつもサービスしてやったもんさ。
Yep. No sense letting all that extra food go to waste. Mrs. Kyozuka's seen hundreds of surface pilots off to battle, and been here to welcome back those who survived and mourn those who didn't. After several years of that, she's probably stronger than any surface pilot out there. I'm sure she's grieving just as much as the rest of us on the inside.
あれ白金今から食事
Yeah, I had to go see Yuko-sensei. You want to grab a seat, Suzumiya?
私はさっき食べたよ。今春子の私物を整理してきたところ。
Oh, gotcha.
同期配属はもう私だけだからね。私がやってあげないと。
Oh, that's a little depressing. Right, didn't even think about that. Everyone else who graduated with Suzumiya's gone.
あかねちゃん、なんか飲んでいくかい。おばちゃんがごちそうしてやるよ。
本当？じゃあ合成オレンジジュース。
はいよ、今用意するからね。たけるは
Make it a screwdriver. I'll have the deep-fried synthetic whale special.
違うよ、飲み物だよ。メニューは合成生姜焼き定食と合成中華丼って決まってるんだよ。
Yeah, no secret fucking menu items for you. Whoa, 2 entrees? I don't know about that.
それタイと春子が好きだったメニューなんだよ。
Huh?
タイが生姜焼き、春子が中華丼。
Huh, you don't say.
だからさっきみんなが食べたのも同じ。タイと春子の分も食べろって大盛り。
Oh, so it's not just me then.
そういうこと。さあ飲み物さっさと決めなよ。
So this is Mrs. Kyosuka's way of coping, huh? Okay, I'll have some synthetic green tea then.
あいよ、すぐやるから待ってな。
Mrs. Kyosuka.
ねえ、白金、
No, what? You can't just like... Huh? No, about what?
おばちゃん、誰かが戦死するたびにこうやって死んだ仲間の好物を部隊の人に食べさせるんだよ。
That's nice. Oh, wow. No, I didn't know that.
白金、神宮寺軍曹の時は前線任務だったから初めてだよね、こういうの。
Right.
神宮寺軍曹の時はね、合成豚角煮定食だったんだよ。
Damn, sounds good. Huh. So that was the sergeant's favorite then?
おばちゃん、あの時戦死した築地ってこの
No, not Tsukiji!
私たちにも合成豚角煮定食出してくれたんだ。
That was the cat! Well, not the cat, but the one... the one that... the Yuko-sensei pulled the cat version from a different timeline. No!
A01 部隊は全員軍曹の教え子だから特別だよって言ってね。おばちゃんのああいう気持ちってすごく嬉しいよね。
Yeah.
はいよ、待たせたね。
Whoa, that was fast.
バカにするんじゃないよ。注文は分かってんだ。あんた一人分ぐらいわけないよ。
You specifically cooked 2 portions for me, though.
なんだいなんだい。二人ともしんみりしてさ。
We're not really,
そうだよ。ちょっといい話してただけだってば。
言い訳するんじゃないよ。みちるちゃんもはるこちゃんも頑張ったんだろ。だったらパーッと騒いで送り出すぐらいの気持ちでいてやんな。
don't you think that's going a little too far?
いいんだよ。あんただって自分が死んだ時みんなが暗く落ち込んでたら嫌だろ。
I mean, I'd like them to be a little sad, maybe. What?
何情けないこと言ってるんだよあんたは。
Mrs. Kyosuka, I was just kidding. Take it easy on me, would you?
おや、そうだったのかい。やだね、あんたの冗談は分かりにくいんだよ。
Ah!
そうやって笑ってるのが一番だよ。
Yeah, sure. Laugh it up.
さあさあ、とっとと持ってって冷めないうちにお食べよ。残したら承知しないよ。
Yeah, I know.
ねえ、白金、
What's up?
機密事項だったら答えなくていいんだけどさ。
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What are you talking about?
あのさ、白金と三剣は春子と一緒だったでしょ。
Yeah?
春子と最後にどんな更新したのかなって気になってさ。
Right. Suzumi and the others broke off from us long before all that went down. She got the chance to say her goodbyes to Captain Izumi, but never had that chance with Kashiwagi. I still feel horrible for having to leave her back there, but she did make the right decision. She did what was best for the mission, for humanity, for the captain, and for her family. I have to tell her. She deserves to know.
だけど任務に支障がない限り、それが誰であっても私は助けるから。
Even if Suzumiya hates me for letting Kashiwagi go, it's the right thing to do.
別に辛かったら無理に話さなくていいんだよ。
No, it's fine. Kashiwagi was amazing out there.
うん。
Her jumpion was damaged during combat and started leaking propellant.
そうだったんだ。
She told us to go on without her, because she would only slow us down.
春子らしいね、それ。
Yeah, I remember you guys arguing about this exact scenario too.
もうそれはいいじゃない。それで続きは？
Maya offered to let her ride in her TSF, but Kashiwagi said it would just be a waste of time. And she reminded Maya that it was her job to protect me, first and foremost.
それも春子らしいな。
She told us not to worry, and that she'd just hitch a ride in the captain's TSF, before heading back the way we came. To be honest, I was pretty pissed off at her at the time. I started yelling at her and everything. But in retrospect, I think that going back was her way of making sure we had no reason to hesitate. No, I'm positive.
そうだね。私もそう思うよ。
And to think, just a few days ago, she was telling us that we shouldn't save anybody who got cut off from the team if it meant compromising the mission. And yet off she went, back to protect the captain. First Lieutenant Suzumiya told me that Kashiwagi was instructed to escape on her own after the beta surrounded the Susanoo. But she ignored her orders and waited for the captain, and that's when she died. Can you believe that? And do you know what she'd said to Maya just moments before? She said, "Mitsurugi, the mission comes first. I'm your senior officer, and this is an order."
ずるいよ。春子。
I don't know if I'd say that, but man, sure was a show off to the bitter end, huh?
そうだね。
She was incredible, wasn't she?
すごい勝手だ。
You okay?
白金。ありがとう。春子のこと教えてくれてありがとう。
Hey, don't mention it.
ごめん。私行く。
Huh?
もう無理。一人で泣く。
Oh, come on, Suzumiya. That's not fair. You can't just take off after putting me in this mood. Ah, damn it.
あれタケルじゃない？
あ、本当だ。
Hmm? Oh, hey guys. Feel like I haven't seen you in forever.
今夕食大変だったわね。
副司令のお話が長くなったのであろう。
I thought you guys were out visiting Sergeant Jinguchi's grave.
ええ、そうよ。私たちの本当の偉人の報告にね。
ごめんなさい。たけるさんを待っていたんですけど。
Ah, yeah, it's fine. These things always take forever. So you guys would have been sitting around all afternoon.
あれタケル目が赤いよ。もしかして。
Oh man, this pork's just really spicy.
タケル、そなた。
Huh? Oh, god damn it. Now look at what you did, Suzumiya. No, not even. You're just seeing things.
元気だしな。
Well, what about you guys? Your noses are all stuffed up too, you know.
そんなことないわよ。ねえ。
そうですよ。すごく泣いてた。絵師失格。
あやみね。あなたね。
I mean, no point in hiding it. Man, I mean, I didn't waste a second before stabbing her in the back.
最初こそは良かったのだが、タイや柏木の思い出話に入ったあたりから、みんな表情が怪しくなってな。
I see. So they were trying to mourn the surface pilot way.
三剣の話が致命的だった。そうですね。あそこからですね。
Yeah, once one person goes, it starts fucking tumbling down. What did Maya say? There's no way she started talking about her and the Shogun, right?
メイヤさんが最後にタイから言われた言葉や、春子さんとの別れ際の話を聞いてたら、我慢できなくなっちゃったよ。
Oh, come on. Don't make yourself cry again.
たけるさん、そのくらい仕方ないじゃないですか。
Oh, wow. Tom actually snapped back at me for once. I don't think she's actually mad, but still. You're right. Sorry. I know how that goes.
考えてみるがよい。タイが私たちの上官だったのはたったの2週間ほどでしかなかったのだ。だが最後の通信で皆にかけた言葉は私たち一人一人の問題点を的確に指摘していたであろう。
Yeah, pretty crazy. Or it just goes to show how much of a bunch of fucking group of problem children you are.
神宮寺軍曹からの申し送りがあったとしても、 それ以上に私たちを見てくれていたってことよ。だってあれは大自身の言葉だったわ。
Yeah, I think so too.
私はあの言葉のすべてが大自身の経験に基づくものだと思えてならん。経験に基づく言葉というのは一般論や正論にはない重さを感じるものだ。大の言葉にはそれがあった。
I guess that means Captain Izumi wasn't always such a role model herself, huh?
でもそれを努力で克服したってことでもあるよ。
Definitely. The captain always came off as the kind of person who was perfect from the day she was born, but maybe it took a lot more effort to get there than we gave her credit for. She did sort of hint at that from time to time, come to think of it. I guess I just assumed she was being modest.
少なくとも5年後までに私たちが大尉と同じくらいになっていないと顔向けできないって話になって。
Why 5 years?
タイは僕たちより5歳年上でしょ。だからそれまでに追いつかなきゃってね。
まあそんな話をしているうちにな。
Gotcha. Well, the funny thing is, I went through something pretty similar just now.
こっちも？
Yeah, I was just telling Suzumiya about the last time we saw Kashiwagi. I was trying to keep a straight face, but once I heard Suzumiya getting all choked up, I couldn't hold it back anymore.
あかね。
She was trying so hard not to cry that I started to tear up too.
柏木は同期で任官した A 分隊で最後の一人だったからな。
柏木の私物整理するって言ってたしね。じゃあ結局タケルも泣いたんじゃないか。
No, just I wasn't crying. My eyes were just watering a little, was all. Maybe, but she's the one who made me.
男らしくないな。何あかねさんのせいにしてるんだよ。
そうですよ。鈴宮さんかわいそうですよ。
I wasn't saying it was her fault. I'm just telling you what happened.
それが真実であれ、そこは男としてそなたが被るべきだと鎧は言っているのだ。
そうそう。まあいいじゃない。みんな英氏の弔いを実践しようとしてのことなんだから、今日ぐらい仕方ないでしょ。
Class rep?
そうだね。
Wow. I mean, he's agreeing with her?
じゃあ私は部屋に戻るわ。みんなお疲れ様。白金もまた明日からの特殊任務頑張ってね。
Yeah, thanks.
おやすみなさい。
おやすみなさい。
Night.
僕もそろそろ行こうっと。せっかくの休みだし。って言ってももう夜だけどね。
私も行く。明日から訓練始まるし。そうですね。三剣さんは？
私は茶を一杯飲んでいく。少し冷えたからな。
See you guys tomorrow then.
みんなおやすみ。おやすみなさい。
茶を取ってくる。ここに座ってよいか？
No. Do you really have to ask? You know the answer is yes.
そうか。
I'm not sure if what I saw back then was a memory or a fantasy, but it still feels kind of awkward being alone with her right now. Of course, it really doesn't matter which it was. Mega's a great person, and I have a ton of respect for her, but I just can't see myself being with her like that. I love Sumiko. That's all there is to it.
気づいたか、タケル。
Notice what?
あの者たちの変化だ。
I know, right? You thought so too? Tom was making a distinct effort to let her voice be heard, and it seemed like class rep was being way more open-minded.
綾峰も会話に参加しようとしていたし、鎧も話の流れをよく見ていたな。
Yeah, and the old Ayamine would never have admitted to crying like that either.
ああ。
And when she didn't hesitate to agree with class rep like that, man, I was completely flabbergasted.
使い慣れない言葉を用いて表現したくなるほどの驚きだったわけだな。
Because I was, dude. Heck, I'm still a little blown away. I know the 12-5 incident and Sergeant Jinguchi's death were big turning points for our team too, but I feel like those events didn't even affect them this
そうだ
drastically.
な。
Man, I guess Captain Izumi's final words really did leave a huge impression on them. Everyone's working so hard to change themselves now. They didn't even try to use their grief as an excuse to put it off. That's the words of Captain Izumi at work, I guess. Even I got some good advice from her.
確かにそうだが、やはりあの2つの事件があった上でのことであろう。
Because they put us in the right frame of mind to take her words to heart, you mean?
そうだな。私はそれだけではないと思うが。
Only a part?
125事件や神宮寺軍曹の事件はいずれも私たちが巻き込まれる側にいた。
Yeah, you're right.
自分の力ではどうしようもない流れの中で、身近なもの、そうでないものを問わず、多くの者たちが落命していったのだ。それについて己の力不足をいくら悔やもうが、個人の力だけではどうにもならない部分がほとんどであったのだ。そういった状況を打開できるほどの力を自分が持つには、どれだけの歳月がかかるのか、それが可能なのか。そう考えたとすれば、無意識に諦めに似た思いを抱いても不思議ではない。
So basically, you think we kind of got smacked down by reality.
まあ、そういう言い方もできような。
You never seem too phased by either of those incidents, but I guess that's because you've lived your whole life grappling with the same kinds of doubts. At the very least, you've always been lurking somewhere in the corners. They've always been lurking somewhere in the corners of your mind. That's why you were able to take Her Highness's place when the shogunate was in real danger. That's why you're willing to sacrifice your own body when I was having that total mental breakdown, even though you'd already lost everything yourself. God, you really do blow me away.
高21号作戦での特にイスミ大尉の死は本質的な意味が違う。
Right, I see what you mean. Instead of getting killed in battle or something, she actually chose to die of her own free will.
そうだ。ある意味では状況に翻弄されながらも、自らの選択によって状況を打開し、その後の流れを変えたのだ。
Yeah.
いかに大尉とて一介の兵士に過ぎないのは事実だ。だが、そういった力なき立場にあっても、状況を変えうるのだということを大尉は示したのだ。
And do you think that's what motivated everyone to change?
その前にもう一つ。ここからが私の言う、それだけではない部分なのだが。
What's the other part then?
あの者たちは立て続けに起きた2つの事件で現実に打ちひしがれた。それによってもともと持っていた自らが戦う理由が揺らいだのだと思う。
Makes sense. In my case, all I had to lean on was some vague notion that I was helping to bring about humanity's victory.
だが、あれほど動揺していたそなたが単独任務に赴いたことは、あの者たちへの奮起を促した。そなたが単独任務に赴いた後、
Yeah, that was a little
みんなで集まって
fucking
話をする
stab.
機会があってな。
Shouldn't mean it like that, but huh?
皆そなたに負けぬよう、己の心を鍛え直すと言っておった。
They all said that?
そしてそなたが戻るまでの間、死を失った同じ悲しみを共有する仙人たちと接し、教えを請ううちに、あの者たちはもっと明確で具体的な自らが戦う理由をも見つけたに違いない。
That's great.
だからこそ、イスミ大尉の挺身から多くを学び、あのような形となって現れたのであろう。
Man, Maya never ceases to impress me. She's known what she was fighting for from the start, so it must have been crystal clear to her that the rest of us were struggling to find our own motivation. So in that sense, maybe we finally caught up to her level, or at least gotten a little closer to it. You know, come to think of it,
なんだ？
the night before the operation, I had kind of a similar discussion with Captain Izumi right before he got there. Well, we mostly just talked about our own personal motivations for fighting, so I guess it's not entirely the same thing.
大尉が戦う理由か。差し支えなければ私も知りたいな。
Well, basically, she told me about this study the Americans did on soldiers from World War II and onwards, in which they asked what each of them were fighting for, and got some pretty surprising answers. I figured most people would have said they were fighting for their country or their family or something, but I was wrong. Apparently, it didn't matter whether they were fighting Beta or other people, the the vast majority of soldiers fought to keep their comrades in arms alive.
戦友のため。
You got it. They wanted to protect the people who'd been through hell and high water with them. Once you get out on the battlefield, thinking about your family or your country isn't enough to keep you going. You need a more personal reason, something more immediate.
身近な理由か。
Yeah, and the more I think about it, the more I realize I've been through the same dilemma myself, in a way, though it's not a perfect example. During the 12-5 incident, when humanity's victory was the only thing I was fighting for, I couldn't even give the Shogun those drugs she needed. I knew full well that it was the correct choice, that it would give us a chance to wrap up the mission quickly and without further casualties. I knew that doing nothing would put our whole squad and everyone else involved in danger. I knew I should have done whatever it took to put an end to that stupid infighting as quickly as possible, but I just couldn't do it. It wasn't because I had some other plan, or because she's the Shogun or anything. I saw the end of humanity with my own two eyes, for crying out loud. And yet, it was just as soon as I realized I might be directly responsible for a young woman's death, I had no idea what to do.
そうか。
Though to be fair, that probably had more to do with me being a shitty soldier than what we're talking about now. But the point is, you've got to have an incredible amount of resolve to get by on nothing but vague, abstract sources of motivation. Unless your mind's built like a tank, you're going to have to rely on more specific and tangible goals. That's why people who can fight for such broad goals are so awe-inspiring to me. People like Yuko-sensei, the Shogun, Lieutenant Tsukiyomi, Captain Sagiri, and Major Walken. Bleh. Sagiri, bleh. Fucking cuckboy. Not to mention the fathers of the other girls from our squad. And of course, people like you, Maya.
よせ、そこに名を連ねることを良しとするほど、私は高顔ではない。
But you never wavered in the way the rest of us did. Your motivations have been set in stone from the start.
私はそうやって生きるしか術がなかっただけだ。
That doesn't matter. You never once doubted your reason for fighting, and I still look up to you for that.
それは光栄だが、泉大尉に私がいただいた言葉、そなたも聞いておったであろう。
I did.
私は抜き身の刀だそうだ。
Yeah, I've gotten that impression from you too. You always seem really intense in combat, especially.
刀とは収まっている時が最も威力があるものなのだそうだ。
Because it gives the user more options, right?
私は視野の狭さもそうだが、生き様もまた狭いのだ。
Oh, why'd it go up?
先ほど
Fucking
も言った
stupid
が、
ass mouse wheel.
恥ずかしながらそのような生き方しか知らないのだ。
Oh, come on. You know that's not what the captain was trying to tell you.
分かっている。警護リストから抹消されたことをタイは気にかけてくださったのだ。用済みとなった私が死に場所を求めて戦うのではないかと心配してくださったのだ。そなたも同様だったな。
I mean, so she could tell, huh?
だが心配には及ばぬ。
Huh?
警護リストから抹消されたことで、私はやっと己の戦いを許される立場となったのだ。
Maya.
無論これまで心に置いていた戦う理由がブレるものではないが、だが私も遅まきながらそなたの言う身近な戦う理由とやらを見つけようと思う。
I'm glad to hear it.
一日も早く皆に追いつけるようにな。
Man, I was completely off base here. I always thought Maya was way ahead of all of us, but she felt exactly the opposite. I can definitely understand why she might see her lack of personal reason to fight as a disadvantage.
泉大尉が戦う身近な理由とはいかなるものであったのだろうな。私ももっと大尉と話す機会をいただけばよかったな。
You gonna spill the beans? Okay, I know this is super private information, but Maya's really trying to take a step forward here. You understand, right, Captain? The captain told me that, at first, she was fighting for a chance to see the man she loved again.
大尉が
She was the second of four sisters, and all of them were in love with the same childhood friend of theirs.
幼なじみか。
But apparently, he was so dense that none of them were able to make any headway, and I think that must have made it even more frustrating to be apart from him. But according to her, that all fell to the wayside after a while. Soon enough, she found herself fighting primarily to protect her comrades, just like in the study. She never forgot her ultimate goal of humanity's victory or alternative force success, but once she started racking up combat experience, her motives began to shift. Maybe she just wanted something more tangible to risk her life for, something to reassure her that her death wouldn't be in vain. The captain said it was probably just her getting overly sentimental, but in any case, that's how she ended up. You know, she told me something just before we all said our individual goodbyes to her. She told me that, in her final moments, she was thinking about her family and that childhood friend. The thing is, one of her little sisters was a member of Whiskey Unit Operation 21st. Of course, her sister had no idea that the captain was participating in the same campaign. Our identities and missions are all top secret, so there's no way anyone in the IJF would have known that Captain Izumi was involved. But she was actually grateful for that. She said it would allow her sister to fight without having to worry about another family member's safety. This is just me speculating, but I think the reason she volunteered to manually detonate the Susanoo O was to increase the odds of her sister surviving. Obviously, that doesn't change the fact that she did it to keep the Susanoo O out of the enemy's hands. But when she shot down the possibility of a rescue attempt, I think it's because she'd already decided to destroy the Sadagashima hive in order to save the people she loved. Kashiwagi was the same way, but I think the captain did what she did because she knew it would fulfill not only the mission, but her personal wishes as well. In that sense, she really was an extraordinary
そ
person.
なたの言う通りだ。私はイスミ大尉にもっと教えを請いたかった。
Yeah, me too. I think that's about the only thing we needed that she couldn't do for us. Though, if she were here right now, I'm sure she'd just yell at us for complaining and tell us to figure it out for ourselves.
そうだな。そなたの尊敬は大尉にこそふさわしい。
No, that's not true. I'll respect anyone who surpasses me in some way. That's why I think you're extraordinary too. You might not think so highly of yourself, but the fact remains that all the stuff you've done so far has given me good cause to respect you. And you have a duty and an obligation to ensure that my respect isn't misplaced. Remember that? That's exactly what you said to me when I lost my shit after Sergeant Jinguji's death.
まさかこのようなタイミングでその言葉が自分に返ってこようとはな。
Gotcha, didn't I?
まったく、そなたは執念深い男だ。
Oh, trust me. I've got a lot more of your little inspirational quotes where that one came from. Better watch out.
肝に銘じておこう。
Ha
ところでタケル。
Huh?
そなたは今何を理由に戦っているのだ。
For my girlfriend. Huh? Me?
人類の勝利だけでは戦えなくなったという先ほどの話。続きがあるのであろう。
Oh, yeah, I guess I didn't.
高額のために聞かせてくれ。
Blah. Oh, this isn't gonna be easy to explain. But, oh well, I guess. Well, like the captain, I'm still fighting to protect the Earth and all of mankind. That much hasn't changed. But in my case, with the 12-5 incident and everything that came afterwards, it became pretty obvious that that wasn't going to be enough. So now, I found a long-term goal to work towards even after we win this war, and a tangible short-term motive as well.
人類の勝利の先にあるものか。どのようなことだ。
Well, this might be a bit vague, but basically, I want to fix everything I've broken and regain the things I once held dear. There's no way that's going to be enough to convey the message to her, but I can't go into any more detail.
では、そなたが戦う身近な理由は何だ。
Remember that girl I told you about before? The one who was involved in my special mission?
ああ、あの時はすまなかった。許す。
It's fine, dude. I'm not even upset about it. Besides, you're gonna meet her soon enough anyway. Basically, completing that special mission is my short-term objective.
なるほど。
I just can't go into any details at the moment.
当然であろう。気にするでない。
Still, I'm sorry.
特殊任務を達成し、人類を救い、壊してしまったもの、失われてしまった大切なものを取り戻す。か。
Yep.
よくわからぬが、そなたらしいスケールの大きさだな。
Just you wait and see. I'm not just all talk.
頼もしいな。そなたにこれ以上遅れを取らぬよう、私も早く見つけないとな。
Alright, then I'm gonna work my ass off to make sure I'll never fall behind the rest of you either.
さて、長居してしまったな。
Certainly have.
そうだ、そなたに伝えておくことがあった。
Oh yeah?
実は先ほど、神宮寺軍曹の墓標を正面ゲートの桜並木に移したのだ。
Oh, this is a nice place for it. Huh?
軍曹一人では寂しいであろうと皆で話し合ってな。
I gotcha. Well, thanks for telling me, because I was planning on visiting her right after this.
そなたならそうするであろうと思ったのでな。
Thanks again.
ではな。
I hope what I told Maya might help her find her own personal reason. But for now, I guess all that matters is that she's moving forward.
待て、どこ行く?
Oh, you fucks again? Hmm?
いくらなんでも素通りはないだろ?
Man, fucking walk down memory lane with you two.
お前は確か
Oh, hey, it's you guys again.
お前、白金たけるか?
バカおい
失礼しました、少尉殿.
Nah, it's cool. After everything we've been through together, what's up, guy? Fucking what's your nuts? Nah, it's all good. Don't sweat it.
ですが、
we're not supposed to salute in my unit, so I'd actually prefer if you just act casual. Here's my ID.
A01 部隊
あんた、副司令直轄部隊の人間だったのか?
Kinda, yeah. I won't bother telling them the whole story, so I'll just pretend I've been there from the start.
しかしまあなるほどな。いや、あの時取り押さえるのに手こずるのも仕方ないって納得したんだよ。
Oh yeah, I remember he hit me in the gut with the butt of his rifle.
あの時はすまなかった。
Hey man, you were just doing your job. Nah, don't worry about it. You were just doing your job.
そっか、そう言ってもらえると助かる。
まあ、俺は最初からただものじゃないと思ってたけどな。
お前、調子いいこと言ってんじゃねえよ。
Flattery will get you everywhere, soldier too.
A01 ってことは、あんたも佐渡島行ったんだろう。お疲れさん。よく無事に戻ったな。
Huh? Wait, how did you know about that? I thought it was supposed to be a secret that we were a part of that.
細かいことは知らんが、さすがに部隊の出撃までは同じ基地にいて隠せるもんじゃないさ。
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
それに俺ら歩兵は戦術機適正で跳ねられた口だからな。
Huh?
悔しいが、戦術機構部隊の動きはどうしても気になっちまうんだよ、少尉。
Surprisingly true. Like, if you wash out of like a regular career field in the military, odds are you'll either get fucking stuck in services making omelets at the fucking dining facility, or they'll throw you in security forces or fucking the MP or whatever. You'll be a cop fucking scanning cards at the gate. Oh, so these guys wanted to be surface pilots too, huh?
戦術機でベータの野郎をぶっ殺せるなんて、まったく羨ましいぜ。
ああ、まったくだ。俺たちはいつも見送る側だしな。
Come to think of it, most of the foreigners we have here on base were driven out of their own countries by the Beta, weren't they? I can only imagine they all wish they were fighting on the front lines to take back their homelands, just like that Finnish surface pilot. Yeah, Irma or whatever. Well, this might not be much consolation, but... It actually helps us a lot knowing that you guys are here. It's easier to fight because we know we can always count on you guys being here, guarding the base, and giving us backup when we need it. I don't think there's a single surface pilot out there who thinks we're doing all the fighting ourselves. At the very least, nobody in A01 feels that way. Maybe that sentiment doesn't mean much to them, but I still wanted to say it. Even if we're fighting for different reasons, or we were born in different countries, or different worlds even, we're still in this together.
言ってくれるじゃねえか、白金タケル。
Huh?
月並みな言葉だが嬉しいぜ、少尉殿。
Wait, really?
俺たちの分も頑張ってくれよ、白金少尉。
だが死ぬんじゃねえぞ。こうして知り合ったのもなんかの縁だ。顔見知りが減るのは寂しいからな。
Thanks. I appreciate that.
だからってここが顔パスになるわけじゃないからな。
Oh, come on!
その ID なら外出許可証はいらないが、素通りは勘弁してくれよ。
Understood.
こればっかりは規則だからな。悪く思うなよ。
I've heard that line before.
邪魔したな、少尉。さあ、行った行った。
See you guys. Soldier 1 and Soldier 2, you guys are alright. I'm sorry I called you guys useless fucking UN peacekeeper pieces of shit in the first time I saw you in Unlimited. I'm sorry about that. I was wrong. You guys are pretty cool. Huh? I think I hear some voices over there. I knew it. It's Lieutenant Hayase and the others.
あら、白金。なんだ、貴様一人か？
Yeah, the XO wanted to talk to me, so the others came by earlier without me.
そう、ご苦労様。疲れているのに大変だったわね。
Are you guys here to see the sergeant too?
榊少尉たちが軍曹の墓標をここに移してくれたって言うんで、美月と来てみたら宗像中尉と風間少尉がいたのよ。
私たちはちょうど帰ろうとしていたところだったの。
Oh, gotcha. What's that she's got in her hand? Pardon me, Lieutenant, but what's that you're holding?
あ、これバイオリンのケースよ。
Wait, you play the violin?
ええ、まあ少しくらいはね。
She looks the type.
またまた謙遜しちゃって。すっごくうまいわよ。
Wow, I had no idea.
それほどでもないのよ。注意は大げさだからね。
Lieutenant Kazuma playing the violin? Yep, I can totally picture that.
なんだ白金。トウコのバイオリン聞いたことなかったのか？
No, I haven't.
白金少尉が知らないのも無理ないわね。舞台に来てまだ10日だもの。
このところ皆さんの前で弾かせていただく機会もあまりありませんでしたからね。
There's not that much in the way of entertainment in this world, but I guess the fine arts are still alive at least. I can see why that sort of thing would be important in a world where war is a constant, oppressive companion.
たまに大尉の部屋に呼ばれて弾いてたわよね。はるかも聞きに行ってたじゃない。
うん、懐かしいね。
Wow, the captain liked the classical music?
あんた何言ってんの？大尉のご両親は日本を代表する音楽家じゃない。
Huh.
お父様が指揮者で、お母様がフルート奏者なんだよ。
Wow, really? I had no idea.
あんたね、戦うこと以外にも少しは目を向けた方がいいわよ。
Sorry. She's the last person I'd ever expect to hear that from.
年明けにタイのお父様が指揮される帝都交響楽団のコンサートがあるのよ。
私、大尉にお願いしてそのコンサートにお供させていただく予定だったの。
Oh, that's what she was talking about. So that's what the captain meant in our last message to her. She was telling her to go with someone else.
でもこんなことになってしまったから。
タイもコンサートを楽しみにしていたわね。
せめてその代わりにと前に大尉が褒めてくださったクロイツェルソナタをお聞かせしていたのよ。
Yeah, that sounds nice. I don't think I'm familiar with that piece. I wish I could have heard her play it.
ちなみにラフマニノフよ。
I wasn't, but okay. Oh, okay. Didn't know you were so well versed, Lieutenant. Man, she's just full of surprises today. Making me feel like an uncultured swine over here.
信じるな白金。クロイツェルソナタは
ベートーベンだ。
Good old Beethoven, my favorite. Ugh. And I think I was actually impressed for a second there. Now I feel like even more of a jackass.
間違えちゃった。
It's not a mix-up if you didn't know it in the first place. Hey, Lieutenant? Is everything okay? You're acting a little strange.
あのね、ここに来る前に少しお酒を飲んでたから、これでもだいぶ落ち着いたんだけど。
Huh?
早瀬注意はお酒に弱いのよ。
That's a fucking mood, bud. I'm with you there.
弱いくせに
I'm an uber
何
lightweight.
かあると飲み
Like
たいな。
fucking 3-course lights, and I'm like, ooh boy, I need to fucking sit down.
宗方、なんか文句あんの？
って白金が言ってます。
I didn't say anything. Oh yeah, I saw that coming this time. I just said it wasn't me.
始まってしまいましたね。
うん、そうだね。
白がね、わかってるって。こいつはいっつもそうなのよ。
Are you a clingy drunk? Oh.
あんたは宗方のことどう思ってるか知らないけどさ。
Man, Lieutenant Hayase is a total blabbermouth when she's drunk, when she drinks.
こいつはね、クールで奔放なふりしてるけど、意外にロマンチックなのよ。
What? Lieutenant Munakata? A romantic? There's no freaking way.
白金、信じるな。その人はシュランだ。
ああ、そう。言っちゃおうかな。バラしちゃおうかな。
Spill all the beans, like that dude eating them in the movie theater for the premiere of Cars 2.
わかりました。自分で言いますから結構です。
もう聞いた？ああいうのどう思う？可愛げないでしょ。
I don't really think I'm in any position to comment.
白金も聞きたいってさ。さっさと言っちゃいなさいよ。3、2、1、はい。
実はな、白金。
Yes?
早瀬注意と鈴宮注意が同じ男を競ってるんだ。
Uh-huh.
ちょっと
Wait,
あんた
what? These two are after the same dude? I can see First Lieutenant Hayase being up for that kind of challenge, but First Lieutenant Suzumiya?
どさくさ紛れに何バラしてんのよ。自分の話しなさいよ。自分の話。
先手必勝ですから。ストームヴァンガードのお株を奪ってみました。
なんですって？
Is she trying to get a rise out of her? Remind me to never get on Lieutenant Munakata's bad side.
どうぞバラして結構ですよ。注意たちよりインパクトのない話ですけど。
And she's cunning as hell too. After all this goading, Lieutenant Hayase won't even be able to say whatever it is.
ぬかったわ。
Now what? There's no way Lieutenant Hayase can make a comeback when she's this drunk.
ミサエさんはね、両思いでありながらお互い好きだとも告げずに出兵された方を今も思い続けているのよ。
Wah wah. What? That doesn't sound like her at all.
トーコ、お前が寝返ったか。寝返るなんて人聞きの悪い。私は大尉のお言葉に従い、新任少尉が上官お二人に持つ印象のバランスを取っただけです。
風間、ナイスシーンよ。
あのね、注意が自分を遊び人風に見せているのは変わり者だって印象をつけて男の人を近づけないようにしてるの。
For real? Whoa, did I just say for real? Feels like I haven't said that in forever. I guess that just goes to show how shocked I was.
鈴宮注意。
コマンドポストに攻撃したらこうなることは分かってたはずだよね。
誤爆ですから。
次はちゃんと狙ってね。
Is it just me, or is Lieutenant Suzumiya mad as hell? Her expression hasn't really changed, but I do remember the captain saying that she's not the kind of person you want to piss off.
詳しく説明すると、宗方は京都の出身でさ、陸軍高等学校の時に2歳年上の男とプラトニックな関係になったわけ。
It looks like Lieutenant Hayase is just going completely on the offensive now.
だけどまあ、半年も経たないうちにその男は卒業して
即徴兵で訓練学校行きになったのよ。ここからが泣ける話でさ、その男が出征前の一時帰郷で戻ってきた時よ。普通だったらそこで告白するじゃない？
Huh? Well, I mean...
だってもう二度と会えないかもしれないのよ。文学的表現で言えば体を重ねたりしちゃってもおかしくないじゃない？
Sure, yeah, I can see that.
でもね、何にもないまま普通に2日が過ぎて、最後の日にその男が宗像に言ったんだって。お前の一番好きな景色を見せてくれ。俺はそれをふるさとの景色と心に刻んで大陸で戦う。だって。それで宗像、一番好きな嵐山に連れて行って、燃えるような紅葉を2人で何時間も見てから。
Damn, he was fucking pitching softballs and you were just standing there fucking just spacing out.
手すら繋がないまま駅でその男を見送ったんだって。
This is pretty complicated, actually. I can kind of understand how he must have felt when he asked Lieutenant Munakata to show him a place she loved before he was deployed to the Asian front. Sure, the average person might consider it normal for a couple to want to express their feelings to each other before saying goodbye, but maybe the reason he didn't was because he didn't know whether he'd survive out there on the front lines. I'm guessing his personal motivation for fighting was to protect his homeland and Lieutenant Munakata. And perhaps Lieutenant Munakata's personal motives come from the thought of being able to see him again one day.
その翌年だよ。ベータが九州に上陸したのは。
Huh? If that's the case, then whatever view she might have shown him back then no longer exists, and chances are he's long gone too. The battle on the mainland was already a lost cause by then.
どうしてその時宗像の手の一つも繋いでやらなかったのよ。
Whoa! It's not my fault he didn't.
あんた宗像の気持ち分かってんの？かっこつけんじゃないわよ。
Okay, look, I'm not the guy in question.
こうなるから早瀬中尉が酒を飲んだ席でこの話はしたくないんだ。
Huh?
早瀬中尉たちが競っている方もだいぶ奥手みたいなの。だからこの話になるといつもこうなってしまうのよ。
Wow, I guess Lieutenant Hayase's got it pretty rough too.
トウコ、お前が余計なことを言うから。私としては白金少尉から見てミサイさんの印象が低いと思ったのでバランスをとってみたつもりなんですけど。
You're kidding, right?
白金、ちなみにその男まだ生きてるぞ。
Oh, good. Huh?
ベータの日本侵攻当時負傷して内地総監だったことが幸いしてな。今は九州の前線にいる。
I see.
だからそいつを九州から呼べって言ってんのよ。
Okay, seriously, stop.
鈴宮中尉、あとはお願いします。私は旗色が悪いので撤退します。
Smart move.
じゃあまた明日ね。おやすみなさい。
ほら逃げるな宗像。
はいはい、わかったから。
For two women fighting over the same guy, they still seem awfully close. I can't imagine that happening in my world. Looks directly at the camera. I guess it might be more normal here, since there aren't a lot of men left in this world. After all, the captain was competing with her 3 sisters over the same guy too.
ごめんなさいね。びっくりしたでしょ。
Yeah, you can say that again.
女の子ばっかりの舞台だったから恋愛関係の話は結構あけすけなのよ。
Yeah, one big fucking slumber party. I guess I can understand that. It's kind of like an all-girls boarding school. Okay, but I'm a guy. Are you sure it's cool for me to hear all this?
いいのよ。減るもんじゃないし。
命を預け合う仲間なんだからお互いをより知っておくのは悪いことじゃないでしょ。
Man, I'm still impressed by how open they are about everything. Nobody batted an eye when they told me about First Lieutenant Suzumiya's legs either.
だからって別に無理に話す必要はないのよ。
Right, I figured.
例えば
風間なんかは隙がなくてさ、その手の話が全く出てこないのよ。
Yeah, I can see that.
だからって誰もそれを責めたりしないわ。
私とはるかの場合は自分たちに対する戒めとして公言しているところがあるわね。
うん、そうだね。
What do you mean?
任務に私情は挟まないけど、私たちだって人間だから、この関係を続けていてトラブルにならないなんて言い切れないでしょ。
でもそれはオルタネイティブ4の実動部隊内において万が一にも許されることじゃないわ。そのことが不安要素であると判断されれば、上の人間が私たちを排除するわ。
それに公言していればさすがに滅多なことはできないし、そういう目で見られると思えばより厳しく自分を律することができるでしょ。
I get it. So basically, it's their way of keeping their personal lives separate from their professional ones. But isn't it hard on you guys to keep that up? I can't imagine it's enjoyable. Telling everyone might backfire if it makes you more comfortable having an open rivalry. Keeping your emotions completely in check is no simple task.
確かにそうだけど、人を好きでい続けることってその苦労をする以上の価値は十分あるって思うよ。
そうだね。やりたいことを一つ叶えるには、やりたくないことを10も20もやって結果を出さなきゃならないでしょ。それを苦労って感じてしまったら、私にはそれを叶える資格がないってことなんだと思うの。
It sounds like they're constantly reassuring themselves that their feelings for this guy really are worth all the hassle and heartache. Having somebody in your heart is more than worth the trouble, huh? You know, I actually had a chat with the captain about this sort of thing too. It started off as a big misunderstanding, but eventually we started opening up to each other a bit, talking about our personal reasons for fighting and stuff.
ああ、仲間のために戦うって話ね。じゃあ、そこから大尉の好きな人の話も聞いたんだ。
Bingo. Yeah.
大尉は私たちのはるか上を行ってたからね。しかも姉妹でしょ。その道の大家よ。
私たちも前はよく相談に乗ってもらったのよ。
Yeah, I did the same. By the end of our conversation, I was spilling my guts to her too.
それはどんな話
？That I'd been fighting to save humanity and nothing more. And after the 12-5 incident and Sergeant Jinguchi's death, I kind of ran into a brick wall. But after seeing so many people suffer because of me, I couldn't stand being that way anymore. I didn't understand anything about the people around me until after that. I mean, even then, I was still pretty clueless at first. You and Mayer really let me have it, Lieutenant Hayase. I guess that's just what it took for me to really get the picture. But after that, I found a way more personal reason to fight, and finally discovered the resolve I'd been lacking before. Still, a part of me felt kind of guilty for having to rely on such a selfish source of motivation. But after I talked it over with the captain, I felt a lot better knowing someone as incredible as her had a personal reason to fight as well. Right before the Susanoo blew up, I had the chance to talk with her, and she told me the only thing on her mind was her family and the man she loved. When she sacrificed herself, she managed to fulfill her mission and her personal desires at the same time. Sergeant Jinguchi and Kashiwagi weren't any different. They fought with both the big picture and their own small motives in mind. You guys and Second Lieutenant Suzumiya are all doing the same thing, and now everybody from my old training unit is starting to as well. I'm just mad that it took me so long to figure out something so obvious. If I'd known all this when I first met Captain Izumi, I could have learned a hell of a lot more from her. The captain helped me realize that I need to keep moving forward, and I'm gonna make sure I never feel the same regret again.
そうか。よかったわね、
You done monologuing? My jaw is getting sore, dude. Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to ramble on about myself like that.
いいのよ。タイも絶対喜んでいるわ。
あんたもやっと兵士としての弔いが板についてきたんじゃないの？
Well, I sure hope so. I really prefer not to get sucker punched again.
しかしまあ、三剣にも殴られてたなんてね。
なんかしたの？
I didn't tell them I was going on that solo mission. and they all knew how badly I lost my shit after Sergeant Jinguchi's death.
そりゃ殴られて当然よ。任務が秘密であっても安心させてから行くことはできたはずだからね。
She hit me 3 times, actually. Once for going off without telling anyone, once for worrying everyone sick, and then a 3rd time as thanks for coming home safe.
そっか。いい仲間を持ったわね。
Yeah, I do.
そういう仲間は貴重だ。大切にしなさいよ。
You know, she's kind of struggling to find her own source of motivation right now, too.
なあ、事情は知ってるわ。
So I was thinking that maybe I could use what I've learned from her and the captain to repay her somehow.
そう。
Everyone else in our squad managed to find personal goals on their own, but she's a lot more by the book than them.
そうでもないわよ。あんたの同期の連中、結構素直に人を頼っていたわよ。
Huh?
榊は主に大尉に、鎧は宗方に、玉瀬は風間、早峰は大尉と宗方半々って感じだったわよ。
So they all went to their senior officers for advice. Sounds like nobody went to you for help, huh?
そういえば。
Wait, that was supposed to be a joke. I didn't mean for her to take that
そんなこ
seriously.
とないよ。美月がそれを知ってるってことは、風間少尉や宗方中尉が頼ってるってことだよ。そういう意味では、大尉だって美月を頼りにしているところがあったんだから。あ、茜を忘れてた。
なんか慰められているみたいで、いまいち腑に落ちないわ。
Hey, I'm happy to ask for your help too.
あんたは別にいいわ。
Ice cold.
こうなったら、不動票の三剣を取り込むしかなさそうね。
Too much purple hair. Here she goes again. She's gonna make everything a contest, doesn't she?
白金、やっぱりあんた、私を頼っていいわよ。いや、頼りなさい。
Sure.
三剣は多分、あんたの言葉なら素直に聞くと思うわ。
Huh? The Shogun said something really similar to me once. That was after we'd spent a lot of time talking about Maya, though. Lieutenant Hayase must have been paying really close attention to have noticed the same thing.
三剣はあんたを頼る。あんたは私を頼る。どう？これで最大派閥よ。三剣だけじゃないわ。白金の同期はみんなあんたに一目置いている。あらら、困ったわ。
Yeah?
全員に頼られることになっちゃう。
Is this a fucking Ponzi scheme? Okay, this is getting kind of sad now.
冗談よ。
Nah, I'm pretty sure you were being serious.
白金、あんたをストームヴァンガード1に任命するわ。
Huh? Where the hell did that come from?
私は部隊長になったから、
Yeah.
ガンインターセプターライトに下がらなきゃならないでしょ。あんたに P 小隊を任せる。
She's making me a flight commander?
明日の訓練前に発表しようと思ったんだけど、まあ本人には先に知らせるものだからね。
Yeah, I can't have you fainting in front of everyone.
私たちはそのことを軍曹と大尉に報告しに来たんだよ。
Huh? That's what they came here for? But Lieutenant Munakata was third in command. Shouldn't she be...
白金少尉、これはね、宗方中尉の進言もあってのことなのよ。
What? Why would she do that?
次の作戦まで2週間。欠員の補充があってもなくても、基本的に今残っている人員を軸に隊を再編するしかない。
Yeah, nothing wrong with realizing that someone else is better suited for the role and just passing it up. They might send us fresh recruits or surface pilots from other units, but we'll have no idea what they'll be capable of, so I guess this is the only way.
おのおのを不慣れなポジションに移すことは、今以上の戦力低下につながるわ。それは得策じゃない。白金は実際に中尉に昇進したわけじゃないから、部下の管理に必要な教育を受けてはいない。
Nah, you don't need it. That shit's all garbage anyway. Exactly. That's the part I'm not sure I can handle. If we're talking about combat, I'm pretty confident I can handle just about anything, and I was a flight commander in the previous timeline, so I technically know the kinds of duties the leaders is expected to perform. But I was really just a figurehead leader of a security force sitting around in the rear back then. That experience isn't going to help me in the slightest now. Not to mention, the reason everyone has such high hopes in me is because of the stuff Yuko-sensei just made up.
だけど、
心配いらないわよ。
Huh?
あんたにそんな不慣れな仕事をやらせるつもりはないわ。それこそ大幅な戦力低下につながるってことぐらい重々承知しているわよ。少尉としての扱いが変わるわけじゃないから安心して。実務レベルであんたがやることは今までと何も変わらないわ。
Thank you, Lieutenant.
まああんたが小隊長としてのスキルを実戦で磨くのは勝手よ。そうなってくれることはこっちも大歓迎だし。小隊長なんて私でもやってこれたぐらいだから、あんたなら大丈夫だと思うけどね。正直言うとこの配置はあくまで戦闘時の統制を最優先に考えての緊急対処なのよ。あんたなら副司令から聞いてると思うけど、次の作戦は絶対に失敗できない。
Yeah. She's right. Otherwise, we won't be able to take on the original hive.
A01 部隊に求められているのは戦場での結果なのよ。だからあんたが必要なの。
She's got that much confidence in me. I've got no reason to be afraid. I've got to just go for it before I start overthinking things. Understood. I'll be honored to accept the position.
そう来なくっちゃね。副司令には内諾もらってる話だから。
Okay.
私が A 小隊に移って BC 小隊は3期編成。明日のシミュレーター訓練からそれで行くからね。
Understood.
明日からあんたのコールはバルキリー2よ。間違いないで。
Lieutenant Hayase is taking over the captain's call sign Valkyrie 1, so I'll be taking her place as Valkyrie 2. I feel like that carries a lot of weight, symbolically.
おめでとう少尉、頑張ってね。
Thank you.
神宮寺軍曹も喜んでいると思うよ。
Yeah, maybe so.
私たちはそろそろ戻るわ。軍曹にゆっくり挨拶しなさい。大尉たちにも報告するのよ。
Hold on a second.
何？
Can I ask you two something?
何？
Can I ask each of you what your personal reasons for fighting are?
なに？わざわざ頼ってるふりしてくれなくてもいいわよ。
I'm not forcing myself. I really want to know. I think it might help me.
身近な理由か。
多分私もはるかも似たようなものだよ。
うん、そうだね。
ベータを全滅させて戦いのない世界になったらじっくりと決着をつける。
私と美月との決着ね。
そういうこと。
Looks like I was right. I sort of assumed as much. Thank you for sharing.
参考になった？
あんたも三剣もあんまり堅苦しく考えなくていいんじゃない？
Yeah, I know.
自分が戦える理由ならその大きさなんて関係ないよ。人と比べるものじゃないと思う。
そうそう。風間は確か音楽という人類の遺産を後世に残すだかなんだか。
Wow. Sounds like Lieutenant Kazuma has some serious ambitious goals.
宗像中尉はあの風景を取り戻すためって言ってたよ。
あいつのことだからそこで正式に告白するつもりなんじゃないの？ロマンティストだし。
Man, I don't know. I still have a hard time picturing her doing something as sentimental as that. Lieutenant Kazuma, maybe, but not Munakata. Maybe Munakata just wants to regain her home she lost, or maybe Lieutenant Hayase is right on the money. Either way, it sounds like a damn good reason to fight. First Lieutenant Suzumiya was right. Doesn't matter what kind of motives you have. It isn't something you need to compare yourself to others over. Thanks so much, both of you. Sorry I kept you guys so long.
もう大丈夫？聞きたいことはない？
Nope, I'm good.
明日の午前は気分転換に基礎訓練をするわ。シミュレーター訓練は午後から。いいわね。
Got it.
いろいろとよろしく頼むわよ。
Thanks. I'll be counting on you for help.
おやすみなさい。
Good night. I feel like I have so much to tell everyone now. Sergeant Jinguji, Captain Izumi, Kashiwagi. This might take all night, but I hope you'll be patient with me. Alrighty, well, that seems like a good stopping point for today because it is 8 p.m. I still need to go for my run today, and I need to edit this video because there were those quick flashes that I completely forget where they were. So I'll need to fucking scrub that. I know, God, that one was like around 54 minutes, like towards the end of like, towards like 55 minutes and one before that. Yeah, but, well, thanks for watching, everyone. I hope to see you again next time when this video will be up and I'll have found wherever it was where I needed to censor that stuff. Bye, later.